course, we are all sad to be here for this occasion. We were joking last night about our wedding or funeral, where we all see each other again. And unfortunately, we are here to farewell and celebrate our brother,
Kia ora, everybody.
our grandfather, nephew. Opportunity for friends and family to come and say a few words. At this time, may I please ask Pastor Lucio and speak to the family, please.
What message first?
They really wanted to get after Pastor
Oh,
Lucio.
okay. Yeah. I didn't know because I told him the message will be after. So I asked you to send me an update.
Yeah.
Because my message connects to the grave.
Ah, okay.
From here to the grave, finish there.
Okay.
So I can be lost.
Yeah, change it.
Oh, yeah, right. Check it out. Yeah.
Hi, sorry. I'm multitasking, guys, okay?
Sorry, Pastor Lucio will address everyone nearing to the burial. But may I please ask Mike's brother. And the family for support.
Elena, Daniel, come take this to Uncle Ma. Elena, take this to Daddy. Take it to Daddy. Take it to Daddy. Go. Run, run.
Hello everybody, thank you for showing up. What a beautiful day in this place. I'm standing up here on behalf of my siblings, John Boy, Bernie, Janelle. I am number 4 child. Bernie's the oldest, Mike was the second oldest, and then John Boy, myself, and Janelle. I'll try my best to get through this. It's pretty hard. I'm just going to give a brief rundown of Mike's life. So Mike was born here in Rarotonga. So Bernie, Mike and John were all born here in Raro. Then when the international airport opened, Mum, Dad and them 3 moved to New Zealand. So that was in 1974. Mike's first primary school was Ponsonby Primary. Then he went to Richmond Road Primary, then Red Hill Primary in Papakura. Then he went to Papakura Intermediate and Papakura High School. And where I remember that at age 15, he and Paulette actually went to the ball together, high school ball. And then after getting to Mike was a bit of a rebel when he was a teenager, so he got in trouble for a bit at high school. So he got into a bit of strife. I think Mum and Dad sent him here to Raro with our Uncle Louis, Mitchell, Mum's younger brother. And he helped Uncle Louis build houses in Naitapaki. And I think he also helped him build this deck here. It's still standing. He also, that was in 1986, and then I understand in 1987 he was 17 and he played league for Tupapa, at 17 years, under 21. And I understand that year he got Player of the Year. He was quite the rugby league player. And then after the passing of our Uncle Louis, around that time, Mike moved back to New Zealand. And then I think around 1990, Mike's oldest son was born, Michael, to Paulette. So that same year as well, when Michael was born, Bernie also had Danielle, who was here at home right now. So she was the oldest grandchild. Michael's the second oldest. So Mike's had, I think, quite a few jobs while he was in New Zealand. I think his first one was working with Dad. Dad was working for Ambry's Milk Factory in Takanini, and then he worked with Dad for a couple of years, I think, because I remember when I was a kid going to pick them up all the time after work. That was in Takanini when we were living in Papakura. So he worked there, and then I also understand he worked quite a few years at Fisher and Paykel. And he also did work for Alloy Wheels Company, and also did sandblasting of pylons, those huge electrical pylons. And that wouldn't have been easy for a guy that was almost 200 kilos. And then while he was in New Zealand, his league career was pretty decent. He played Fox Memorial for Rhino Cup back in those days, and he played for Otahu and also Mangere East. And I think around 94, 95, he played for the Auckland City Vulcans. He was also famous for his Caterpillar Try Celebration. If you search on YouTube for Mike Trego's Try Celebration, there's footage of it there, playing for Otahu. In 2000, I remember he got married here to Paula at the Titigaga CICC Church. Not long after that, Mike's second son, Keanu, was born in New Zealand, and he now lives in Scotland. So hopefully Keanu can one day come here to Raro to visit his dad. So Mike actually lived in Scotland for 6 months to a year and moved back to New Zealand. Apparently it was too cold for him there. And around 2010, he celebrated his 40th birthday. It was at the Whatever Bar, and that was a pretty special occasion for all the grandkids and performing for him. And following that, he moved back and forth to Raro. He was finding himself, finding work, trying to find a happy life for himself. But as you get older, your body stops cooperating with you. It doesn't move as fast as it used to. But I understand. I appreciate. I'm very thankful for Mike. Even though he had his own health issues, he still managed to care for Mum while he was here. I'm really grateful for that. He managed to get. He was stuck here during COVID time, and so he was stuck here. And then, as he's had his own health issues, he still managed to look after Mum. And I was stuck in Australia, so I couldn't really travel here. It wasn't until 2022 I managed to fly back and see Mum and see everybody else and see how they were doing. So I've been away for 3 years. And I saw Mum in her condition, and I just made the decision, I want to help. It's my turn. It's my turn to look after Mum. Mike's done his time. He's contributed enough. So that year, 2023, I I decided I'd ask Mike, do you want to help me bring Mum back to Australia with me? And he said, yes, of course, bro, I'll come. So he, in 2023, myself and Mike brought Mum to Australia in Brisbane, and he helped me settle her in. We're forever grateful. He spent a couple of months with us. He was able to get to know my girls. My girls got to know him. And just that brief time with him, they loved him. He had the most infectious personality. He was very funny. He had the most funniest sayings that you keep repeating. You know, he would say, well, everybody, oh, wow, wow. So he became known as Uncle Wamo. And then that was probably the most telling part of his personality. You know, once he would say something, it just stuck, and he would just, everybody else would copy it or just repeat it back to him. Yeah, that was probably one of his most well-known traits. And then while he was in Brisbane, he wanted to go, well, my sister here took him on in Perth. My sister lives in Perth, and so he went on to stay with my sister in Perth for a couple of years, or 2 years. But yeah, while he was with my sister, there was probably a few events, some good, some not so good. So eventually, the sister sent him back here to Raro. That was November last year, I think. So since November last year, Mike's been back home. And this year he had his 55th birthday on 2nd of August, so just a couple of weeks ago. And then last Saturday, 16th of August, last Saturday, God called him to his kingdom. And there's so much to say about Mike. He was probably our nieces and nephews' favourite uncle. Despite the issues he had in life, he still showed love to everybody. No matter what he was going through, he would message all the kids and say, "How are you?" and "Miss you." And he was, even though he's got his own things to worry about, he'll still show love to everybody. And myself and Mum, we were due to come back next month. God had a different plan, so we're here a month earlier. So on behalf of my siblings, John, Bernie, Janelle, myself, Mum and Dad, and all the kids, I just want to say farewell, Mike. We love you, and well, we're going to miss you. It's a big empty space that you have left in our heart. But thank you everybody. That was tough, managed to get through, but thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it, and humbled. Kia ora.
As a youngest sibling. And it's on. Yeah.
Kia ora, everybody. Okay, so Lawrence introduced all of us to you. So I just want to talk about the time when Mike came and stayed with me in Perth. So I'm really grateful that I've spent that time with him before he left us. So that was pretty much like the closest that I've been with him. to actually live with him as an adult. And yeah, I didn't like it because he always played up and didn't want to listen to me. Like, I'm trying to like do better as a family like member and try and just prosper, get into mining and all that, and that's what I do. So bringing Mike there, it was trying to make it happen for him, but he sort of let himself down, just with the diet and all that and drinking. But he started off well, but just didn't follow through, and just you could see he was giving up. Always getting leg bleed outs from his diabetes, and it wasn't nice looking at that. And he'd go to the hospital for a week or so, then come back out and then drink again, and I was just over it, you know. So I was going, the kids that live with me and my nephews were putting up with all
Just do a
that.
few speakers, I guess, or whatever.
So
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I
Then
can't
I'll
have
be
this
done.
happening because it's influencing on the kids, which wasn't good for them as they're trying to prosper and go the way that I was going, that I am going. So I said to the bro, I said, we're going back home. I said, I can't deal with this. You know, even the kids. So it was I sort of knew that it was going to happen at some stage, but that's the reason why I sent him back home. So I hope all that came through, and I just wanted to share just that time that we had together with Mike, like all the kids, my kids, and Mikey that lives with me, Tori, Michaela's partner. So we all helped him,
And one
try
more.
to help him, and still, yeah. Just, but yeah, grateful for the Lord for always being there for me and the family, everybody. Otherwise, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. And I just give all the glory back to God. Thank you, everybody here, for showing up and showing your love. Thank you.
Auntie.
Thank the Lord. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
No memories growing up. No memories growing up.
We've come to a time where we'd like to open the floor to all his family and friends who would like to share a memory, talk about Mike. You're more than welcome to do so. The family would like to listen to whatever stories you'd like to share. So please, if there's anyone here who would like to come and say a few words, the floor is open to you.
Just say otherwise Luana will be the last speaker. So they can hurry up.
Otherwise, Luana will be our final speaker.
Oh. Guys, I'll have to turn off my live because my what I'm gonna read is on my notes. Sorry guys, I'm gonna turn it off.